This is Anatomy of Success, and I'm your host, Steve Wohlenhaus. This week, here are 10 reasons why people fail that can help us become more successful. Glad you joined us. Let's get started. Welcome to Anatomy of Success. As you know by now, we talk about my 4 tenets of equanimity: better health, healthy relationships, healthy intimate relationships, and more satisfying work. In those categories, a lot of things we can focus on every day, and that's the purpose. Things we can take control of to improve life satisfaction. If you like the sounds of that, subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Find our audio podcast. We encourage you to subscribe there as well. You can head to my company page, weatherology.com. Grab the Weatherology mobile app. Find me under About Us at the top of that page. My links to social media. Would love to connect with you there. Let's look around today, and we'll see no shortage of people making excuses for their personal and political failures. Politicians pontificate about all the problems that are the product of somebody else. Some victim is the product of a villain that has to be responsible for their personal and professional failures. Nobody takes accountability anymore. And the whole problem is that most of us are heading in a wrong direction, and we're accelerating in the process. There is a myriad of reasons why people fail: fear, low self-esteem, poor confidence, and unrealistic expectations, just a few. The result is that relationships are being ruined, money is being squandered, and businesses are burning. Ironically, our culture glorifies the notion of failing forward. However, I suggest it isn't always necessary. Some people don't need to fail 14 times before they build a successful company. I started my business when I was 21, and it's been profitable for almost 38 years. Have there been setbacks? Some mistakes, of course, but we don't call those failures. They're setbacks. So what's the secret to ensure we don't let failure interfere with our ambitions? Here are 10 reasons why people fail that can help us become more successful in life. Ascend. Most people are afraid to break away from the crowd and liberate their true potential. They stay stuck in social groups that are inhibiting their progress. They listen to poor advice from people that have never had the courage to succeed. They watch mediocre misfits lament on social media and parade in the streets who live in a world of limitation created in their own brain. We can't get past failure if we don't stop mingling with the misfits. Tenacious. Succeeding at anything demands being tenacious, and doing what's required when most people give up. Refusing to give up has to become a part of our DNA. The plans we have in life change, but the dream never does. We can't give up. Ego. Plenty of people let their ego get in the way. They create the perfect business plan and refuse to deviate from a dying strategy, or they refuse to accept direction from people that may know better. Regardless, the ego is the source of this meteoric ascent and this disastrous fall. Surrounding ourselves with people that can help us build our dream is a sign of maturity and emotional intelligence. Hero. Many people set off to succeed and believe they can do it all by themselves. Controlling behavior often drives that mindset, and it's highly destructive. We tear through our employees because we lack the patience to cultivate talent. We think we have all the answers and venture into the wilderness alone, eager to devour everything in our path, and we get devoured by the wolves instead. We have to be a relationship builder in this world. Stubborn. Plenty of young entrepreneurs fail because they aren't coachable and don't take criticism well. When we hire quality people that complement our strengths, we need to rely on their expertise and trust their judgment. Creating a culture of open feedback is essential for success. Learning to recognize good advice is imperative. Understanding our limitations is non-negotiable. Being obstinate only ends in failure because we refuse to recognize better options. Focus. Lack of focus in a world of distraction is a major reason people fail. I can't begin to tell you how many times somebody shares with me their professional ambitions. I work in real estate, Bitcoin. I have multiple businesses, work full-time jobs. Whoa, we need to get serious about our best prospects for success and stay laser-focused. Long-term perspective, folks. Otherwise, we are just being tempted by every distraction that promises immediate gratification. Blame. Most people that fail repeatedly adopt a negative attitude that embraces the notion the world is out to get me. They subscribe to the idea that failure is fatal, and they allow setbacks to define who they are, opposed to something they did. There's a big difference. Once we get the impression that setbacks aren't personal, we move in the direction of making success much more feasible and excuses less likely. Commitment. We live in a world that doesn't value commitment. We walk away from relationships at the first sign of any difficulty. We abandon businesses that aren't profitable after 24 months. We also get easily distracted and lack the mental fortitude required to honor our commitments and adhere to our promises. Avoiding failure requires deep commitments that remain flexible in their approach but defiant in our intentions. Discipline. We can't succeed without supreme discipline, period. Most people dabble in success. They love the idea but can't stand the discipline required to make it happen. So we make excuses or believe people are lucky, they cheat, they have unfair advantage. Let's drop this perfectionist mentality and move in the direction of embracing discipline each and every day. We also have to believe. Most people don't really believe they can succeed because they don't take full responsibility for their actions. When you listen to weak politicians and weak people pandering for power, the message is clear. You can't get ahead without my help. Nonsense. Believe in yourself and leverage every opportunity you have at your disposal, and there's plenty, and we have to believe in ourselves and develop a much more positive attitude. There's 10 things we can focus on to move in the direction of greater success in life. Add anything you like in the comment section. Until next week, this has been Anatomy of Success, and I'm your host, Steve Wohlenhaus. Let's stay focused, let's stay positive, and let's stay optimistic.